Alright, so now we're back and I have had my lunch, which contained mostly of different type of vegetables and fruit. It was what was easy to get to, so that was what I ate. And then I drank some tea to that, and I also have more tea, which is the vanilla caramel type of thing. Yeah, okay, so, and I watched True Blood in the meantime. That was good. This is, it's hard to say what it is because I use it at different things. Like, for example, I often have it as a bag, like that. And then you take the other two ends and you take more than just the ends because you want it to secure things, not just have them loose all willy-nilly. And so now I can put things in here and I don't have to worry that they get lost. So that's fun. So that's a bag, but it's also, you know, regular shawl thing. And then you can also have it on your head. Sometimes I might do that, but other times, for example, I will have it just like this. It's not the smallest one, so it's also getting thick, even though it's a thin fabric, but it's not that breathable. So chilly evenings, for example, is good for this. My other shawls have a different type of fabric. This one, for example, is very thin compared to the other ones I have. I think I got this like 2009, maybe, approximately 2009. Like it very much. But these I usually wear differently. It has a gold side and has a, yeah, both are gold, but one is darker and one is lighter. So then I fold back a couple of times and swoosh and swoosh. That's usually how I wear these. I also have this cashmere one. And yes, I picked it up off the floor because it was on the lowest shelf, so I just happened to drag all of them out onto the floor. That is apparently my way of doing it. So if I go to a nice dinner, for example, and when we go outdoors, then I usually do the regular swoops, but otherwise it's a little bit more like a depends on how much cleavage, and sometimes you can also like make it be a little bit flatter, fold it in different ways so it hangs nicer. But yeah, I'm apparently a cold girly, so I need heat. But right now, for example, I feel like I'm gonna overheat, so just me trying these. Ooh. Ah. Tinnitus, but in Swedish, tinnitus. But it is, I don't have it always, I think, so that's weird. we go. And these I use all seasons. So they can live where they lived till now. I just think I need to refold all of them because I'm clumsy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. This one, for example, silver and black, very pretty. Like it very much. I have a blue. It's blue and gold. And then I have a purple, black, gold. And I have a red with, it's reddish pink with gold. And so I don't have a lot of silver. I like silver, but I mostly have gold. Because these are a bit fancy. I like it very much. I like it very much. There we go. That was the ones that I have up here. Right. Oh, yeah, I have more on the floor. So I am a little bit into historical clothing. And so then I try different things and different methods and so on and so forth. This one is like Bridgerton inspired. It is not exactly like it's supposed to be. This is a short stays, like short Regency stays. Short Regency stays, inspired because of different kind of elements in this. But I'm going to show you almost what it looks like on, because it's a very booby garment, and I'm not willing to boob the internet, so to say. And I can also, to make sure I don't look too booby, I will put on this, which works as a slip. And yes, I'm overheated, but I'm going to do this for you anyways. So it would look like that. I also have a very high neckline on this garment, but that's how I like it. And it also has a lot of armpit breathing space. Ooh, and now, yeah. Here is my arms for this dress, and I usually put on the arms before I put on the dress, because then the arms can keep the dress down. Yeah, I had to check a thing before I continued. So this is actually just straight fabric with a head hole cut out. So this is the upper side of the arm here, which is on a fold, so that the seam is under the arm. So what it looks like is like this. And I wanted them so they are workable, so I don't have to push them up when I need to use my hands, so to say. So here you can also see where it lands on the body, and it usually just connects very well right on top of the shoulder. And you can see that I still have breathing room because in the summers it gets really hot and you don't want to soak your clothes or your garments that you're going to wear often. And even though you don't stink, you don't want things to get sweaty because that feels nasty. And then you have to wash your garments very much more often, which I'm not willing to be sweaty. So I rather have breathing holes So this is the back. Just like this, like the blue one, like this one, but this is supposed to be worn on top of like the outer dress or by itself. Well, this is supposed to be like underwear. So in the back, it looks like this, and it's supposed to just fit nicely on the body to make sure you give to make sure that you give the body the proper support, basically. Like it gives you, you can't slouch in something like this. It's very hard. So it makes you have better posture and so on. Also, I have a little bit of boning in these. So that means they are a little bit stiff on some parts. It's plastic boning. I have it in the middle, like the whole middle. And then I have it here. And I don't think I have any other boning, but that's it. And I also wanted it to really be on the far outer side of the shoulder, because I think that looks cute. It's a choice. And this, I didn't have any white, so I chose the next best. Also, my sewing machine was doing its own thing when I made this, so all of the seams aren't very good. They are loopy and bumpy, and but I just wanted to make this whole thing a thing. So yeah, and this is an old bra strap thingy for the first closing part, because it's very strained. It has to have a lot of hold, and that it does. And so I'm not going to close it, but you can imagine everything moving upwards, and because it's my boob is down here, but it's supposed to be pushed up here, so everything moves up. So I know how to close it. I can close it, but I will not close it for a lot of reasons. So yeah, and it still has some markings left on it from when I made it, because this is not something that I've actually worn for longer periods of time. I've more or less just tried things on with it. You can see here's the back of it, and this is up on the shoulder. So it's funny also to see how the shape difference is different. I think you understand what I mean. So this is the here, and then it goes wider. Yeah, so Regency stays, short Regency stays. Cute. And this is also more like a costumey thing. I do not really use it, so it will go with the costumes. Yeah, and I will go back to. And since these are arms for a dress that I usually use, but do I want it on a hanger? Yeah, I do. It's not necessary, but I will put it there. It's good. Yeah. Right. Ooh, and then we have my wool dress. This is a winter dress. like a winter dress. This is the front, and in the beginning I didn't have any embroidery at all, of course, but at first the first thing I did was like the brown swirls. I think I then did the orange dots, and then these, and they are similar but not equal to the arms, which is what I actually made early on. I made these first, and then when I felt like I had time, I put this one. So it has the same type of components, like the swirls. It has the swirls. It has the diamond-shaped thingies. It has these bumps. It doesn't yet have the crown thing. It's actually a fire, like the lark girdle thingy, like this. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, like this one. This and the arm of this. Oh. Here it is. It has a little bit of a different shape, I know, but I'm happy. Anyways, I think I did a good job. Since it's a winter dress, and these extra threads, they are markings for where the other things, like the other diamonds, are gonna sit. So they're just there and keeps measurements in check. It's a winter dress. I'm not going to wear this in the summer. I want to make sure that I'm not putting it somewhere I won't find it. I will put it with the costumes. Or will I? No, I will not put it with the costumes. I don't know where to put it. I will put it on the bed. Further up, like that. And then we have this thing. This is a, like little kids when they go to the pool and they want to come out of the pool and walk around and or change into their regular clothes or to their bathing suits. Then they can have like a thing, and it's the same thing as what you use in the bathroom usually. It's just a thinner one, and it has fishes on it, little fishes, and it's supposed to go to the bathroom. Actually, I use it sometimes, and it's a little bit stretchy, not too stretchy. It's called frotté in Swedish. I don't know what it's called. It's probably French, isn't it? It's probably French. Frotté. And then we have this. I made this as well, like I did with that one. And it is like a shoulder to foot length jumpsuit. It's a jumpsuit. It has like little arms on it. It has a V. Yeah, it's some things aren't fastened really because I wanted options. So it's a V like that. It's cute. It sits widely on my shoulders, and it has long legs, and it's also made of linen, and you can see that the very top of it and the very bottom of it is just a full length of fabric, so I'm lucky. I don't have to put extra or switch the measurements around and so on. And I also think like I just took my body measurements and put it on there. Yeah, and you can see also with the little trouser part, it is like a regular swoopy swoop. And yeah, that's fun. I'm probably gonna use it. It's a summer clothing thing. I usually hang it, and I will now. So it's going to that pile. Ooh, here we have the matching pair of pants to this cardigan. And girl, look at that. She's so cute. Look at that. Yes. Okay, so that's going into a drawer. A regular drawer. And then I bought this for when I moved back to the city, and I like it very much. My doors do not like it. It scratches the arms, or I'm very clumsy when I go through doors sometimes, so I accidentally scratch the arms. I like it very much. It's very cozy on the inside and makes me feel like a little princess when I walk around being happy. That's nice. And it usually hangs up here. Yeah, so there we go. Now I drop these. And not all of them. I'm actually gonna hold on to these two. So we'll start with this one. This is also a linen viscose, very thin. You can see the color through. It's a dress. The same type of, it's inside out. It's the same type of pattern as the white one. I think it's a little bit more slim. The shoulders are definitely more slim. Like they are tiny. But it's foot length, so it's a full body length from shoulder to toes, and it also has these wide. I think it's a little bit less wide, but it's still wide and airy and very nice. So that goes to the hangers. There we go. And this one, last summer I made this, and it's also like I cannot wear it without like something like this. Sorry, excuse me. So it is like a wrap dress, like over other clothes. Sometimes I wear it with like the black shiny trousers, just because I don't want to feel naked. And so I French seamed all of it, so you can wear it both ways. But if you wear it like inside out, then you will have these white lines instead of like a more invisible with these dandelions. And you put one thread through. It's like this is called like cotton tape, and yes, it coils a little bit. I'm not mad about that, actually. I feel that's okay, but it's a regular cotton. Oh, it makes a nice sound. Yeah. So you go through seam, you shimmy a little bit, you go over, and you can make a knot in the back, but I usually do them in the front, and like that. And you can see that it doesn't have a lot of fabric in the skirt. Like it's very easily swooshing apart. That's why I like to have things under, like a bicycle short if it's very hot, or like a long pant, just because if it's not that hot. And I also made a button. We have this almost invisible button. So this is the flat part, and this is the one with the plop. So it sits. So when I walk around and the wind is blowing, and yeah, so I don't have to worry that it more than this swoops up instead of up here, like it would swoop like that. So yeah, I put an invisible little button there. So, and also I didn't hem the arms because also this is also like the muslin fabric, like the white one, the white slip. And I also have one more tan, almost orange one waiting for me with another, I don't remember what pattern it has. I think it has a flowery pattern. So I'm happy about that. I'm waiting impatiently. I also have, I made a shirt from a man. A very nice one. Looks like it's store-bought. And it's pink, and he wanted one in pink and red, one in like a deep burgundy red. So he's gonna get that. That's nice. Just need to make them. Yeah, and if you want to see what this one looks like inside out, I like to make garments easily swappable, because if you for some reason spill something on one side and you are out and about and you don't have any extra clothing, then it can be quite nice to be able to switch around a little bit. Now it has almost like a oriental feel to it. That's fun. I don't have the same functionality because now the buttons are, you know, switched up, so to say. Yeah. So that's the thing. Cool. Yeah, I think that's fine. And it goes in a hanger. Then we have, I usually actually wear this with my regular clothes. It's an apron. Ladies' clothes usually do not have pockets, and I've not been good with making pockets that look reasonable. So I have this as an apron, but also as pockets. So when I go to the store, sometimes if I have like my keys and I have extra bags, I put them. And yeah, so I walk around being all little, yeah, like kitchen maid. So that's gonna go down to the kitchen. And this one is going on a hanger. I like it very much. It's very flowy. Makes me feel very nice. Sometimes I have a belt, sometimes I don't. But it feels very light and flowy, and I like the pattern very much. It's almost overbearing, but I mean, my personality. I'm roasting myself. I like it very much. Ooh. So things here. And this is, like the other ones, also floor length dress with extra armhole space. It's a linen. I think this is also, ooh, is this? It's not as stiff as only linen would be, but if it is a blend, it is linen viscoses. So it is wood and straw, basically. Yeah, and this is one of these three. This is the darker one. The lighter one is there. And the striped one is there, I think. And we do the smell test. Assessing. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad. It's nothing. Yeah, no. This also just happened to be on the floor, and I need to buy like new ones because you can see the fabric in the back is very see-through. It's not see-through in the front, so that's okay. Yeah, okay. It's like when I have it on, it's not actually see-through. It's from Cubus. I need to. The elasticity is out of this world, but gone. But they're still. I'm still able to work with children in them. It doesn't matter if they tear. It doesn't matter if they get butter on them or puke. It's fine. I'm not going to be sad if they, die. Those shirts. Here is one. Yeah, this one needs to go. This is a cardigan. Yeah, this is fine. I've had this since forever. Most of my cardigans, like these thin ones, I've had forever. So, am I going? Yeah, I'm going to hang them. Most of the things do hang. This is Primark from England. It's probably made somewhere else. Let's see. Primark. Made in Morocco. Yeah. I've had this on like the last day of schools. Not like children's school, but my own schooling. And like on birthdays. And there's actually one very nice painted a friend of mine and my man, she painted a picture of us, and that's where also in the picture I had this dress. So I like this one very much. It's very cute. It's very demure. It's very humble. Also, I don't use it very often. I like it very much. I want to use it more often. It goes in a hanger. Otherwise, this is like a typical, like it would go to the costume, but it's not a costume. It's more a regular dress. I would never go to a wedding with that one because it's very. I actually been to a wedding in this yellow one. It was extra things to it, but because it's white, I would never go to a wedding in white. At least not someone else's wedding. That would be rude. There we go. And we have these. These are hot socks for cold evenings. They are good. Ooh. Yeah, I looked for these the other day. Who would have thunk it? They were beside my bed all this time. Yeah, this is also something I would wear with the dress thingy. And these actually goes to long pants, even though it's more like a shorts thing. Here we also have another t-shirt. I've had this since 2017, I think. Here we go. It was a long time ago, actually. I'm looking forward to try it again. Like I had it, I was like, I have so many t-shirts. Maybe I should put some away. So I will see if I gravitate towards it or not. Ah, my guy. This is like the New Year's Eve dress from 2000 and can it be like 2010? Yeah, it could be. And it's like a thin straps, big pockets, like mid-thigh. Yeah, it was a thing. It was a thing. I'm not regularly using it. I think it's fun to have. It goes to the costumes if I need it. It's a little black dress. It is. But I have other little black dresses. This is a very soft fabric. So if I go more like to the country, I might use it. But otherwise, if I go to the city, I would use something more like this. It has several layers. It's a thin, like a very sheer one with an underlayer, the thicker fabric with a back opening, and it's a little bit more elegant with a belt and a pair of nice stockings. Depending on what you have on your feet as well. Yeah. All right. Another one of these that I already wear. Also, if you want to switch up the colors, this green and pink summer thing would be nice. But I put it to the shorter than tethered space area, I think. Ooh, and then we have these. I made these as well. These are the same style. These are black linen trousers. They have another style of clothing. It's not actually another style, but I used different. I tried these ones first, and they have, as you can see, hooks and eyes. And I wasn't really happy with the outcome because they have a tendency to open themselves, so I will have to adjust them some way. And at first I didn't want to have any of these, so I've tried to make them without, but apparently I fluctuate quite a lot during the day. So in the morning I can be like, I will need a belt a lot, and then during the day I will grow with the anxiousness, and then they will fit, but they will also at the same time like sit on my hips instead. It's weird, but I like these very much. They have this type of clasp instead, as you could see, and like that. So cute. I like them a lot. So that's nice. They go to the pants. These are also linen, as I said, so they are thin and nice. It's not thin linen like with the ones that I have to do the maintenance on, but I will make sure to like be on top of things if these or that pair is starting to show like wear and tear. And here we have these. I made these like a couple of years ago when I still like 6 years ago I think now, and just the other day, like 3 weeks ago, yeah, I happened to see that the seam on this shoe started to come off, so I had to fix them, and I don't care what color it is. So these are felt shoes. You can see that they have really shaped themselves to my feet in my liking. Yeah, so I can actually show you what they look like on my feet, like this. Yeah, and my toes are very much in the end of them, and I've made a couple of them, so different sizes, of course, so that different people in the fam can wear them. And that's now they're too hot. I cannot wear them, but I wear them in the winter or in the autumn or in the spring, like one does. And here is I have one black, one blue, and the beige one. The beige one has some type of, holding up with a thing. This one is more straight down, and I think the black one has like a different shape to it. And yeah, I usually have them like that. It's very summery, it's very light, so and it's also very easy to just do the same thing with this if I want it to go away. I still want to have warm arms, but I don't want anything else to hang around like my legs or so. So like that. That's nice. Yeah, okay, so I have my shoes, pair of shoes, and a bag. These are my shoes. I like them very much. They are so cute. They are so cute on. I'm not going to wear them now, but I wonder if I should take them downstairs. I need something that is in between sandals and like these shoes. I haven't had that for a while. I have jogging shoes, but they are not what I would consider between sandals and that. I need something that has a closed toe, a closed heel, that looks presentable when I have like nicer clothes. I love wearing sandals because I can spread my toes and it's airy and light and nice. But I need something that looks put together because my sandals does not. And it's always the question of, ooh, do I have to bring socks? Are we going indoors somewhere to some people? I feel awkward not wearing socks at other people's places. I have managed to do that, but I feel awkward about it. So, here we have a pair of shorts that I've made. Has the same type of opening as the skirt I did before. These are very poofy. I think it's very funny. They are pleated in the bottom, and the way the pleats go indicates to me what way I was thinking in the beginning that they were going to go. because the pleat is equal all around. I don't know what way they're going right now, but yeah. Okay, so the pleats, like I have a pleat right on the thigh here where the clothing is. So that means this front piece is going after the back piece, but they are equal, so I can have them front to back or back to front. It doesn't matter. But they look funny on because it gives me like the biggest thighs. So it looks like small, tiny, like shins, shin legs, and then you have the biggest thighs. And you look so funny. And also they are a little bit revealing, like you should have like a biker pant or something. Where it is. That's where I got the pocket idea from, because yeah, I actually get into my pocket right there. So that's fun. Yeah, that's fun. It is not a dressed up type of clothing. It's also like if I have the dress and I can have that, and I don't have to worry because they're not going to interfere with the openings or anything. It's hard to go to the bathroom in these because there are a lot of flaps and floops, and like with the glittery shorts, like they are a nightmare in the bathroom. But these go to the shorts. Then we have this. This was a long time ago that I made it. And it's basically like, it was a square. I measured some things and then I cut it out. And I think I've gone up too much to actually wear this. So it shouldn't really be in my wardrobe. So it will go to the sewing room. Like my own space area thingy. So where do I put you? Do I put you with the costumes? But the costumes are not going to the sewing room. It's hard to know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I like the fabric a lot. It's very soft and nice. Okay, they're going downstairs. Another pair of shorts. Yes, they are what they are. Home shorts. Very homely. Ooh! And then we have this skirt, which is very funny. And it's the crisscross in the back. I probably look so wicked putting this on. Yeah. I don't think it matters which way these are as well. These are supposed to be flat on the shoulders. I don't really care right now. I wasn't very happy about the fabric, what the fabric looks like. It's like it's not a very thin. I don't like the pattern. Basically, it's a very interesting fabric. I like the softness of the fabric. I don't like the pattern, so I was thinking that if I buy a fabric that I'm not that scared to cut into, then maybe I can actually cut into it and actually make something in a reasonable amount of time. And so these are regular knotting them on the sides. You also don't have to, because it just falls and flows if you don't. But otherwise it is like under boob to the back, and then you have a cross in the back to make it stay up, because if you don't cross them, they will just fall down. Otherwise, this is very soft, very flowy. It is a to the knee skirt, so it is a nice walk around in the summer type of skirt. So it will go with the shorts. Where did I put the skirt though? Yeah, I put it in because I'm going to put strings in it because it needs to get altered. Yeah, and it's very, what do you say? It has unwanted texture. Is that what you say? I need to steam it, I think, or just hang it properly, especially when I wash it. Then we have a dress. We have a couple of dresses which aren't anything that would ever go to the wardrobe. Usually it's very staple piece. Here we have like a corset-ish. It is a cheap one. It's like a stay, more than a corset. It has synthetic material, very synthetic material, and something that is very similar to a very natural material. I have a little bit of a problem with that. I don't like that very much. It says that it is 90% polyester, and it probably is, but it has the texture is very naturistic, naturalistic. But I had that to make the yellow dress more formal, which worked. Yeah, and it's more like a Renaissance fair-ish type of corset. So that's nice. It works. It has a zipper on the side, so you don't really have to cinch yourself in very much. It doesn't take long to just put it on. I also have a black one. I haven't had any proper time to actually wear that one, so it works the same. It sits approximately the same, but it's not like a thing with a thing. So I'm actually going to put like the more costumey things into this bag, and then it's going on the top shelf because I cannot reach the top shelf if I'm not climbing. So then we're actually done with the floor. So that's nice. So I put the short Regency stays. This is a good thing for my memory as well. So, and I can show you. Here is the portion where I've put some boning in, and it is on the seam. And some people take more seam allowance and use seam allowance. You can see that I have very little seam allowance, but they take the seam allowance to make this channel, but I chose to do with the same type of fabric tape that I used for my wrap dress. So that's fun. I like it very much. That type of tape. It works with a lot of things. It helps with a lot of things. So we take my glue thingy. We take my 2010 New Year's Eve dress. We take this body thing. We take this fantastic dress that I wore just this weekend. It would be a good clown dress, I think, but it's very thick. It's like very thick. So I want to make other clown clothes instead. these two skirts with the little skirt in between is good. Put that away. And actually, I will put my wool dress, but it's on top, so I will see it easily. But just sneak peek, because I usually like tie a knot of sorts. So that's, I'm going to put it up there, but I will need to use the exact same thing that you said on right now, so I will not do it right now. I have a bag, and in my bag I have a book, I have a handkerchief, I have toothpaste, I have a hair clip, I have a oh my god, English. It is a scrunchie. I have Nivea face cream, and I have baby wipes. It's not really baby wipes, it's wipes. So, and a lock. So I usually use this bag specifically for going away, or to the pool, because we have to get our own locks for the lockers in a lot of spaces in Sweden. Some have electronic locks now, but some places still have. So this one also usually goes in here. Depends on what I wear, then I will, wear it. Put my things in. And I will go through that later. Some of these things are from when I had my birthday, because I'm actually 32 years old. Just so you know, because that's important. No, it was just a couple of weeks ago. It's still May, like the time would tell, but it's the let's see here if I can. It's the 28th of May, so it's 14 days ago. Yeah. Now, girlies, you will have to see what I did to the end of the bed. No, like to the side of the bed. Yeah, so now I can actually, vacuum. That's fun. No, it's not fun. I don't like vacuuming. But now we are going to change which space you're sitting in. We're actually stopping here, so you will see the last part some other time.